Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel, and if you are new here, hi, my name is Christina, and welcome back to Tales with Tina. So, today I am doing a video for you guys of the books that I read in May. I had a very slow reading month. I only read 2 books, and a lot of that was because I was so busy with what was going on in my personal life that I just didn't have the time to be able to read like I wanted, and so I was able to get 2 books read, and I'm going to talk about them. They are both historical romance. No, not romance. Well, one's historical romance and one is historical fiction. And so they both are set in World War II. So let's just get into this video, and if you guys like these kind of videos, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification button for all of my videos. So the first one I'm going to talk about is the one that I read first, and that is The Light Over London by Julia Kelly. I adored and loved this book so much. It is about a girl who, her name is Kara Hargraves, and this is set in London, and she is trying to move on from like a really rough relationship, and she's like trying to find herself, and you know, she's at the same time like trying to get her grandma to open up about you know, what has happened in her past as well, because she really wants to understand who she is and where she comes from. And she also works for a guy who antiques, and so through working through the guy that does antiquing, she finds a diary, and it is about a woman who was a gunner in London during World War II. What are the words? Shooting down Luftwaffe planes during World War II. And her name is Louise Keene, the lady in the diary. And so, as Kara is reading this this journal, you know, she is learning so much, and so she is wanting to find this lady's family so she can you know, return the diary, and so she can't do it alone. And so first she asks her grandma, but she doesn't really know anything, and she doesn't really want to talk about World War II and her service. So she asks her neighbor, and so they begin this long journey of trying to find the owner of this journal. And through that, they fall in love, and you know, they're helping each other, and they find the owner and of the journal, which is Kate, her cousin, because she had passed. And I love the storyline, and Kara really finds herself, and you know, really, you know, realizes where she comes from, and she, you know, is finding love, and you know, just really realizing about life. And I just really like that, because I feel like that's in the state that I'm in right now, you know, really trying to find myself. And so yeah, I adore this book, The Light Over London, and I highly recommend for you to pick it up and read. It's a shorter read. It has about 290 pages, and but it's an easy read. I love it. 5 out of 5 stars. Alright guys, this next book that I want to talk about is Orphan Monster Spy by Matt killing. I had a very, very hard time with this book. It took me about 3.5 weeks to read. It was just so tough to be able to stay in the moment with the character, and just the story, and it was ridiculously tough. So it's about this girl named Sarah, and her mom is killed by the Nazis, and so she is orphaned, and she is having to, try to take care of herself and get herself, where she needs to be. Well, she gets into, runs into this spy, and his name is, let's see, what's his name? But anyway, he is a British spy, and he basically helps her in return for her helping him get information on the Nazis, and what their goal, or their plan is for a bomb in the war. And so it goes through this whole journey of Sarah getting into an elite school, and she's having to do spying, and she's having to really help this guy, as well, because she is Jewish, so she is having to pretend to be German, and it was a good read, but it's a hard read. It was for me, and it's a pretty long book, guys. It's about 400 pages. But I mean, if you are into dark historical romance, this one is definitely for you guys. I didn't care for it. It's not one of the best books that I have read. So those are the 2 books. And I give that book a 3 out of 5. I felt like the storyline could have been so much better. So those are the 2 books that I read in May. I am planning on June being a much better reading month for me, and I would love some book recommendations from you guys. I would love to know what kind of books you like. My personal favorites are rom-coms. I like those, and historical fiction. But I'd love to know, guys, what your favorite books are, for sure. So yeah, that's it for this video, and I hope that you guys enjoyed it, and that you will like and subscribe to my channel for more content, and I hope that you guys stay safe as well. Bye!